Hello, my name is Preston and thank you for visiting my webpage. I have filmed it here in my children's playroom, using many of the toys and the memories that we've had in here to help my motivation in putting a presentation together that is a little less than dry and somewhat more entertaining. Since I was young, I've focused on experience. I've wanted to try different things, whether it was work or personal. Prior to high school, I was working part-time in my dad's business in switchgear engineering and design. Following high school, I had opened up my first health food store, as well as was working hard at becoming a professional tennis player and competitive powerlifter. What bore out of that were many different things. Aside from health food stores, training professional athletes as well as being one, trying things, everything from electrical contracting to manufacturing and inventing products. One of the core things that I developed out of my early years was identifying, ideal work environments and being able to emotionally identify, adapt, and resonate to others around them. Much of that experience was coordinated with some education. I had gone to school for a variety of different things, everything from dietetics to occupational therapy, kinesiology, kind of trying to get the holistic experience of humanism. For the last 3 years, I've been working towards my master's in adult education at Colorado State University. And this experience, this educational experience for the last few years has kind of brought a full understanding, a holistic culmination of my personal experience, the educational experience, and now in the work environment that I have, trying to use it, structure it, and then facilitate others to identify with it. The work environments are hard for people to adapt to, and not everybody has their perfect environment, but sometimes they get put into a situation where they are not equipped with the tools or the knowledge or the experience to adapt to others, and so not only does their work suffer, but their personal life suffers. My experience, personally and work-wise, has developed this ideal curriculum that I'm trying to coalesce out of my adult education experience and creating a specific type of emotionality that's teachable in a certain work environment, such as retail. I even call it retail psychology. My goal would be to create a curriculum that helps students to identify the environments that are typified in retail, how to work within some of the elements that are becoming dehumanizing due to the introduction of technology and metrics and expectations of performance. Additionally, you have your work environment with others around you, whether it's management staff or the supervisors or your other cohorts. Being able to adapt and be able to perform in that environment is difficult, and it takes a lot of effort. Beyond that, though, it also takes a pretty good understanding of your environment, and not everybody gets that experience. And so sometimes they need an education. They need a structured environment that comes down and says, hey, this is how we're going to approach this, and this is how we're going to facilitate your ability to produce. Aside from my current goals with education and creating a retail psychology curriculum to teach others in a work environment, I also have a future goal with this. Ultimately, I'd like to get a PhD in industrial psychology or educational psychology. This would further my work, not only as a general sales manager at Dick's Sporting Goods in that personal environment, but also be able to transcend a lot of that into training human resource departments, corporate managers, creating programs that facilitate businesses that operate within a high emotional environment, such as retail and fast food service, that facilitates those within those environments to maximize their potential and feel good about it. In other words, they identify with their work environment, they resonate with others, and when they go to work, they feel like they want to be at work. And when they go home that night, they don't have a fear or stress or a need to avoid their next day of work. And being able to do that is critical for my core, because for me, I've always wanted to help others to facilitate their environments and want that to be a whole approach, not just for work, but when they come home and interact with their families, when they spend time with others outside of work, that whole experience of life is effectual morning, noon, and night. So my future goals is to create more research, to study more ideals, and to broaden my curriculum base. And hopefully that'll facilitate me being an essentially good consultant for some of these companies, including the one I work for now, to maximize each and every employee that works within that environment. So that being said, that being a nutshell of what I've done, my current experience, and my future goals, please go through my website, experiment with it, click on a few things. And then if you could, please get back to me. Let me know what you think. If there's anything you could recommend, anything you'd like to state, I'd appreciate it. Thank you very much.